On normal occasions, I would have spoken to you from a lovely spot in Canberra. But here we are, in the city of my misspent youth, the old town of Ghent. It's got plenty of history, about 2,000 years actually, and behind me stand some of the oldest stone dwellings in this country, Belgium. Now, what does that have to do with Canberra, a city barely 100 years old? And the history and culture of our First Nations people, that goes back easily 45,000 years. Well, the world is a place full of contrasts, a place full of huge diversity. It's hot and sweaty around the tropics and bitterly cold around the poles. It's populated along the shorelines or along the rivers and pretty much deserted in the mountains and away from the water. Yet people have always found ways of traversing the difficult spots, finding the difficult routes and enjoying the comfort of the coastal routes. Next year's festival is about those routes. It's about those tracks, those trails, and what we discover in the process. The wonders of nature, of course. The fauna and flora of our forests and our oceans. The beauty of birdsong. The miracle of the annual bird migrations. Also, the pleasure and bonds we discover with our four-footed friends. And above all, the pleasure we find in walking and the need to keep on walking. 2020 is a festival full of contrast. We have early music from Spain, we have new music from Australia, we have music from the Middle East, we have certainly the very best of European traditions at the festival as well. We are celebrating Blue Poles, yes, the Jackson Pollock painting in the National Gallery. We're presenting Polish music like never before. And we are shining a very big light on our neighbors, the land of the long white cloud. And Joseph Haydn himself is getting some very special attention. His 6 Sun quartets are served up as breakfast each day of the festival. And his masterpiece, The Creation, actually starts off the festival itself. And in order to make all that work, no less than 5 string quartets are descending upon Canberra next year, as well as the delegation from New Zealand, of course. The Polish pianist Lukasz Krupinski, a rising star in Poland. And a whole lot more. Indigenous musicians, and I should not forget the Australian Haydn Ensemble, celebrating 10 good years in 2022. In case you're wondering, I will be returning to Australia very soon, and I hope to see you live in Canberra between April 29 and May 8 next year. I better start walking.